pretty much probably have properties in like 30 states.
Maybe New Orleans or somewhere.
New Orleans is a no. Now my day-to-day is a lot easier. I've carved out a nice little life for myself. The pandemic was scary. It was scary for us. All of those bookings got canceled.
Yeah, right.
Noel. Yeah, she can fix that. If you gotta get it done, all you need to do it better. Well, she can fix that. Yeah, she can fix that. Investment to get back, trying to get a big stack. She can fix that. Let's fix that.
Are your Jamaican folks proud of you then?
Now,
is this what they?
It's funny. Now,
is this what they had in mind? I mean, just.
Now I think there's a lot more pride, obviously, but it was a lot of laughing moments. I feel like, especially when I first got to YouTube, you know, you first come on YouTube and you make some videos, they're going to have 11 views. They're going to have 17 views, and your family's going to be looking at you like, what are you doing? So
I'm a star.
Exactly. Yeah. So now I think the picture is really clear, and the Jamaican family is very proud. And we even have a property in Jamaica on Airbnb.
Of course you do. Yeah. Do you have properties, Airbnb properties everywhere? I mean, obviously you focus a lot on Orlando. You've already mentioned that.
Yep.
But I mean, do you still keep some in Texas?
So I still have some in Texas.
What's your footprint? Where are
mostly
you?
Florida. We have Clearwater, Orlando, Miami, Daytona for Florida, and always looking for Florida. There's areas in Ocala I'm looking at. I get stuff from Naples. I'm big on Florida right now. Obviously Texas, I still love Dallas, and in Houston, I have properties. I don't have anything in Austin. Austin prices are just way up, you know, and then as they started to rise up, I got rid of a couple of them and made some good money on them. Same thing in Dallas. I sold off a few of the properties because right now, 2021 was a year, it was a good year to sell. If you had real estate and you wanted to make some money, there were a lot of people offering to buy and pay more than
more than market.
Correct, more than market.
Yeah.
So, and then my students, I've partnered with students and I have LLCs, and so I pretty much probably have properties in like 30 states that I have ownership in.
Man. And so they're all managed by other people, someone else deals with. What's your day-to-day like?
Oh, wow. So now my day-to-day is a lot easier. It's almost embarrassing for me to tell that because I wouldn't want people to think that this is how you get to be successful, because I don't do a lot as much. I don't do a lot
you're
now.
You're a mother, you know, I mean,
I've carved out a nice little life for myself. And with technology, a lot of the things that have been automated, there's tons of employees. But a lot of my day-to-day really is putting ideas together, and then there's people to execute on them.
So you have employees?
I do.
Are they employees or are they contractors?
Mostly contractors. I have mostly contractors, and that's the good. Thanks to COVID, we actually had a lot more employees that we changed from employee to contractor after the pandemic. Because think about it, the pandemic was scary. It was scary for us because at the time, it happened right when we were supposed to just make a whole bunch of money. So spring break is coming up. And I mean, we had bookings where, you know, so say, for example, a property goes for $100 a night. During spring break, that same property is $250 a night.
Yeah.
$299. You know, like really, that's a big week. And all of those bookings got canceled.
Yeah, right.
And it was scary. Like, it was really scary, especially we were ramping up really big right when COVID happened and had got a lot of properties, and we're putting a lot of properties together that were launching like in March of 2020. So COVID taught us a lot, and we changed a lot of the things that we're doing around. But I've gone from a lot less employees to a lot more contractors, but there's still probably only 40, 50 people that me and my companies employ. Are
there markets you're targeting for the future, or are you just trying to get deeper into the ones you're currently in?
Getting deeper into the ones that we're currently in. I feel like that's probably a better thing, and the more wider you go, every market has its own nuances. And so really just trying to stay focused with this South, almost this Gulf Coast. You know, there's some areas around Mississippi and the Gulf Coast that we're looking into, and we were kind of going to move forward with some of that, and we paused because of COVID, but we may revisit that in 2022 because there's a lot of casinos being built.
Because you got to look for places where there's transient business, right? I mean, you've got the people coming and going, the vacationers, maybe New Orleans or somewhere.
New Orleans is a no. That's a funny thing you said. I like New Orleans, and I have some students and do some stuff, but for me, it's a no.
Flooding? Is it the flood insurance that you?
Yes, it really is a lot of the weather and government environment. I don't want to nerd out too much on you guys, but government environment matters a lot. And we learned a lot during COVID as to which governments opened up faster, which ones were more friendly towards businesses, which ones had a lot of incentives, and Florida did. Florida just killed. I mean, I don't agree with everything that happened.
Right.
We don't get into politics, but business-wise, it's been good.
Well, I've been down here for 2 days, and I've seen 3 masks.
Well, I am fully vaccinated.
I've seen
so
100,000 people, and I've
Right.
seen 3 masks.
Yes,
yeah.
they were
So this is a pretty
progressive in that way.
This environment
we'll call it a progressive state for that.
Sort of, yeah, for that reason only.
Yes. What a great episode. I hope you really learned a lot. Are you interested in starting your own YouTube channel from the same person that helped me reach YouTube stardom? Well, you can. Go to 𝗵𝐻erostudios.com and make sure you tell Nate Woodbury, my YouTube creator, that Noel Randall referred you. 𝗵𝐻eRO Studios has helped me so much in my career with YouTube. He's given me strategy, he's helped me with recording, and he's even coached me on how to do YouTube in a very successful way. Go to 𝗵𝐻erostudios.com, fill out an application, and check it out. You can start your new YouTube channel with the help of the same person that helped me. I just want to make sure that you have all of the resources, all of the tools, and all of the knowledge that you need to be successful. This is Noel. To your success. But it's all of these younger people that have turned me on to this stuff. I can take my car and just rent it out, or I can get a fleet of cars and have a whole business.
You're describing something that is so anti-corporate.
Yeah.
And yet it's it's a company. Wow, I'd love to make an extra $800 a month.
Yeah.